Let me tell you about Onyango Wakaibra, 32 years old, self-proclaimed smartest man in his estate, and Onyango will be the first one to tell you that nobody even has to ask. Onyango has an opinion on everything: football tactics, government policy, relationships, nutrition, architecture. Onyango once told a licensed doctor that he was wrong about his own diagnosis because Onyango had spent 45 minutes on Google the night before. Onyango got a job at a mid-sized company in Westlands. Good salary, real opportunity. His manager, a quiet, humble woman named Judith, tried on his first week to show him how the company's system worked. Onyango smiled the smile of a man who was not listening and said the words that would haunt him for the next 6 months. "I think I already understand it." He did not understand it. Onyango spent the next 3 months making expensive mistakes, redoing work, missing targets, blaming the system, blaming his colleagues, blaming the Wi-Fi, blaming the government, which to be fair is a Kenyan tradition, so we will give him that one. But never once did Onyango sit down and say the 6 words that would have saved him everything. "Can you please show me again?" Meanwhile, the new guy who joined the same week as Onyango, a quiet fellow from Eldoret named Kipchoge, who wore the same jacket every day and asked questions like his life depended on it, was getting pulled into meetings Onyango wasn't invited to, getting trusted with projects Onyango thought were beneath him, getting praised in company emails while Onyango was still arguing with the printer. By month 6, Kipchoge was Onyango's team lead. Onyango went home that Friday and told his mother that the company had a tribalism problem. His mother, a wise Luo woman who had raised 5 children and suffered 0 fools, put down her cooking stick, looked at her son, and said something that cracked him open like an egg. "Onyango, ego nyajui yako. Ego is your enemy." And for the first time in 32 years, Onyango had nothing to say. Here is what the Stoics knew and what Onyango's mother confirmed in one sentence. Ego is not confidence. Ego is the mask you wear when you are too afraid to admit you don't know something. Real confidence is walking into a room and saying, "Teach me." Real strength is sitting across from someone with less experience and still listening like they might know something you don't. Because they might. They usually do. Ryan Holiday wrote it plainly. Ego is the enemy of what you want and of what you have. It makes you think you have already arrived when the journey has barely started. It makes you protect your image instead of building your character. And character, real character, is built in the moments you choose humility over pride. The greats are obsessed with learning. The mediocre are obsessed with looking like they already know. Stay a student forever. Ask the question. Take the feedback. Sit in the front row of life like you paid for the ticket, because the moment you think you have figured it all out, you have already started falling behind. Unlike Onyango, don't be Onyango. Follow for more.